చదివాను కానీ మళ్ళీ ఈరోజు తెలుస్తుంది.
So demographic transition. Is it 10 marker or 15 mark question?
10 మార్కర్ సార్. ఫస్ట్ 4 10 మార్కర్స్ అనుకుంటా. ఫస్ట్ 3 10 మార్కర్స్ అనుకుంటాను. ఫస్ట్ 3
for 10 marks. So note state for according to this theory, overall value of society towards the demography to move corporate and low benefits the society progress.
సార్. హలో.
Stages of demographic transition. Stage of stagnant growth, characterized by high birth rate. Society is basically rural and agricultural based. Population remains stable. And here you should mention the reasons. So why they are stagnant? But the reasons are very important because anthropology is a holistic science. For this high birth and high death rate, what were the reasons? So lack of economic development, high diseases, so lack of medical facilities and high disease burden. So these are all the reasons. Poor sanitary conditions, so lack of purchasing power. These are all the reasons high death rate is reported. So next one. So stable stage of population explosion. Society advances, there is a decline in the death rate due to better health care and nutrition, but the birth rate remains same due to poor contraceptive care and illiteracy. So population rapidly increases. So, so better health care facility, nutrition. So here, economic progress. The early stages of economic progress, every family saw that additional hands are nothing but more income earning opportunities. So one way death rate reduced, another way the nascent stages of industrialization or other avenues of economic opportunities, they saw that more children or more hands, that is the reason for earning more money. That's the way they continue high birth rate. The stage of incipient decline. The stages of incipient decline.
I mentioned చేయడం మర్చిపోయాను.
So at this progress further birth rate starts to decline due to education, contraceptive facilities, etc. The rate of growth slows down. So stabilization of finally birth rate becomes equal to birth rate in the population. So there are some other countries that are experiencing this declining stage also. So last stage we can portray as a stagnate. Birth rate and death rate are equal. Some are slightly even declining also.
Yes, sir.
Three stages. Fourth, you should mention various countries.
Yes,
Various countries comes under each stage. And you can note,
mm.
even if there is a, if they don't ask Indian situation, so where India lies, that also you can mention.
Yes, sir. Third stage.
Yeah. So special case on India, where India currently lies on the demographic transition. So that also
Yes,
you can write. Significance of demographic transition. Helps formulating policies regarding the fertility rates to achieve stable population and level in demographic dividend. Okay. So one side policy in China, family planning programs in India. So you can write your significance because the India experiencing
mm.
India experiencing so growth in the adolescent population, growth in adolescent population. There we can
Working age population.
create a policies to use this demographic dividend. Present India is the third stage with demographic dividend that is expected to last the another 24 years. Yes, good. So this is how your answer became unique. So you will get
Yes,
this.
sir.
So next, physiological changes of puberty. So is that question is the same? Physiological changes or anything again?
Yes, sir. Physiological changes during puberty.
Physiological changes of puberty.
Yes, sir.
Puberty is a stage of human life beginning during the adolescent of beginning with the onset of adolescence of an individual. It is characterized by many physical, hormonal, physiological, physical changes in human beings. So puberty onset with the first menstruation. First menstruation.
Yes, sir.
బాను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నామ్మా 8:30 అవుతుంది నేను వేరే వాళ్ళ బాబు కరెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను నువ్వు తినేసి వచ్చేసి 8 కల్లా వెళ్ళేసి తినేసి వచ్చేసి 8:30 కల్లా రెడీగా ఏంటమ్మా అవి వెళ్ళి తినేసి వచ్చేసి నువ్వు 8కి వచ్చినా పర్లేదు 8 కల్లా అయిపోతుంది 8:15 కల్లా అయిపోతుంది నువ్వు రెడీగా ఉన్నావు అంటే 8:15 టేకప్ నేను వేరేది ఆల్రెడీ మధ్యలో ఉన్నాను మిడిల్లో ఉన్నాను 8:15 కల్లా చేద్దాం తినేసి వచ్చేసి physiological changes. You should, whether they will give or not, you should mention that menarche also.
Yes.
So menarche. So onset of menarche is beginning of puberty life. So puberty
Yes,
stage.
sir.
So this menarche means releasing of hormones.
Mm.
So starting of menstrual cycle as well as releasing of so estrogen and progesterone hormones.
Yes, sir.
So hypothalamus release hormone, pituitary, LH, FSH, so testosterone, estrogen, secondary sexual characteristics, growth of sperm. So changes in the boys. First sign of onset of puberty in boys is enlargement of testes and penis, growth of changes in girls. So did I ask only puberty or menarche?
Puberty, sir. Physiological changes during puberty.
Okay. That's the reason you include both. Okay. First sign of girls in
Yes.
breast. So it was growth of epithelial enlargement of breast, onset of menstrual cycle. So the rate of growth in boys is 10 centimeters per year, whereas the girls is 8 centimeters. occurs around adults and boys for boys and 4 plus and adult boys. So when it comes to the intensity, okay, it talks about intensity. So the girls experience secondary sexual characteristics very earlier than the boys, very earlier than the boys. So you
Yes,
can
sir.
plot a graph also. So between the 12 and 14 genders, you can show
Yes, sir.
girls. It reduces. The boys
Yes, sir.
gradually becomes, and this is the girls, and this is the boys. The first experience by the girls, the peak, growth and development. Later boys. So the duration
Yes,
also.
sir.
Boys experience these puberty related changes, longer duration. These are very quickly. So those things as comparison between boys and girls, you can add these additional points. So if you possible, you can do one thing. You will try to integrate socio-cultural anthropology into here because culturally these events are marked as initiation ceremonies,
Yes, sir.
rituals in every society. Okay, yeah, Purushottam, are you there?
Ah, yes, sir.
So you can, after writing significance, where that significance. So these changes, biological changes, culturally recognized, culturally taken up as a initiation ceremonies for boys and puberty rituals for the girls. So those points we can
Yes.
apply. So because we are integrating
Hmm.
biology with culture.
Hmm.
So those your answers became unique. So
Yes,
trends
sir.
in anarchy in the recent times. Concept of menstrual cycle in female human beings. In females, okay. Menarche indicates that woman has entered into her reproductive period. It usually occurs during the 9 to 16 years of age, and the onset of menarche depends upon the number of factors. There is genetic, biological, and environmental. Okay. Particularly on nutritional factors and socio-economic status. So secular trends in menarche. In recent times, there is a tendency of decreasing in the age of menarche of women. You can write, okay, women, it's not women, girls. The decrease is occurred among the women of all classes, communities, that is, it is secular women. So this trend is due to increasing in nutritional facilities, nutritional availability. Okay. So access, affordability of the food and etc. So you can take case studies, Indian example.
Ah, yes. Sir. Ah.
Case studies in Indian example. So Delhi is experiencing around 12.5 years. So UP,
Ah.
that is
Yes, sir.
10 years. Gujarat, okay. So when compared to the North India and South India, South Indian girls are
Hmm.
somewhat later, North Indian girls are somewhat earlier. So these case
Hmm.
studies we can include here also.
Yes, sir.
So there is age at menarche. That is the question, right? Trends in, okay.
Yes, sir.
Trends in menarche.
Fencing.
Yeah. So you can write urban areas are very early. Rural areas are somewhat late. High class
Late.
people
Yes, sir.
very early. This kind of low class people somewhat late. So this is the way you can write class.
Hmm.
It's not similar. So class variation they observe. Class variations. So
Yes, sir.
అలాగే rural and urban variations. So in rural areas, they mostly consume vegetable food. In urban areas, fatty foods are mostly consumed. because of fried fatty food, they get menarche at earlier than the rural area people. So class also,
Hmm.
or rich class people. So because of access for the food, less stress, all things causes very early. So these differences also you can include here. So regional
Yes,
variations,
sir.
North India, South India, rural urban variation, economic wealth variation, even professional labor as well as agrarian families. How this monarchy varies. That also you can include. So monarchy is defined as a monarchy usually occurs trying to understand age, genetic factors. Answer usually follow the pattern of parents. Okay. Onset of menarche in identical twins occurs 2 months. Okay, apart. Non-identical twins occurs at 20 months apart. Hello, hello. నేను క్లాస్లో ఈ ఆన్లైన్ కరెక్షన్ చెప్తున్నాను ఇంకొక 15-20 minutes పట్టి. So genetic factors depend upon the parents. If mother is very early, the child also very early. Next,
Yes,
onset
sir.
of menarche identical twins, that is also 5. Apart from that, what we can include in genetic factors? Nutritional socio-economic. Nutritional delays onset of menarche. Malnutrition delays. Okay. Example, Saharias of MP, there is a decrease in the fertility due to late onset of menarche due to malnutrition. According to AM Tripathi, menarche occurs early among the urban girls than the rural girls. Okay. So these are all the questions are very good. So you can write so many factors are there. So size of family. So size of
Yes,
family.
sir.
If size of the family is bigger, okay, you can take that presence of biological father. So presence of biological father, the menarche is late. So next,
Hmm.
so yeah,
Patriarchy,
economic type.
giant family patriarchy. Patriarchy.
So these things, so many things are there. So you can see in our website also a lot of issues are there. It's not about smart.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, at least if you don't have sufficient time, you can say that size of family, presence of biological father, health, so health, etc. They have also role in the early or late menarche. So those things you can mention
Sir.
if you don't have the sufficient time to elaborate. At least to say that these are all the
Hmm.
factors contribute. So indicates the onset of reproductive age. The age at which menarche occurs indicates the fertility of individual. Individuals with menarche at optimum age are more fertile than those of late. First few menstrual cycles immediately after menarche are ovulatory and so not useful for fertilization. Okay. The onset of constant diffusion flow of this occurs later. This period is called ovulation. Okay. So it provides psychological. So what basically it teaches us what kind of changes psychologically a girl undergoes during the menarche. So there is educative purpose. So educative purpose you can write. The significance of studying the menarche and menarche related changes have educative purpose. It brings awareness how a girl is psychologically not cope up with the surrounding situation. So those things you will give
Yes,
prominence
sir.
because social angle is very important.
Yes, sir.
So understanding by the parents, understanding by the relatives, and giving them sufficient care. So whatever they are expecting, that is very important. So menopause.
Yes, sir.
So cessation or end of the menstrual cycles permanently is called menopause, indicates the fertility in the female age. It occurs during 48 or 52 years on average. Menopause also influenced by many genetic and non-genetic factors. The woman follows the pattern of mother, which is the genetic factors. So next, nutritional factors. Individuals with good nutrition have menopause later than those of poor nutrition. So lifestyles, smoking, alcohol, so okay, drinking indicates that early menopause. So you can write health problems also. Any cesarean operations or any kind of surgeries that leads to the early
Ah,
cancer kind of
yes, sir.
chronic disorder.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So these are all the things. So
yes, sir.
while you write this one, uh, it's purely biology. You are writing whatever the thing is purely biology. So why they included anthropology? That is important. Why we have to study as an anthropology the angle of social culture.
Yes,
So, is
sir.
there any rituals associated with puberty, the psychological traumas, or menopause also? So, what kind of psychological maladjustment an woman undergoes when she reaches to the menopause? Generally, they were irritable.
Yes, sir. Loneliness,
These problems,
sleeplessness.
bone problems, as well as difficulty in fighters, all these things. So
Yes,
that is
sir.
red spots on the body. So all these things, if sufficiently understand, and these symptoms are prolonged, it is immediate care is required. The sufficient quantity of administration of estrogen and progesterone hormones, it bring back the normal life. So these things
Yes,
we
sir.
have to mention.
Hmm.
Understand? So the
Yes,
biological
sir.
factors are okay. Why we are studying this menarche menopause means how it contributes for the society or reminding people how they will understand this persons undergoing these phases. That things are very important. So various factors affecting the demography. Population based on the fertility, mortality, migration, and other factors which affect it. Fertility, migration, mortality, migration. So fertility and fecundity. Potential capacity of a woman to bear children, whereas fertility is the children and total population is like that. So fecundity is the maximum fertility that a woman can have. Fertility is measured, but fertility is not a measurable. Fecundity is not a measurable. Okay. They are affected by various factors. So fertility generally associated with physiological problems. So physiological factors,
Yes.
psychological factors.
Hmm.
So psychology towards the children. Okay. This, whereas fecundity it is only psychological factors, only
Hmm.
physiological factors. So biological factors or physiological factors, frequency of sexual intercourse determine the fertility, usage of contraceptive, termination of the pregnancies, okay, duration of the fertility period, the age at which menarche, okay, menarche, late. So early menarche and late menopause, those are all have more fertility. So sterility, yes, it may cause factors. Age at marriage, Kerala women marry at the late age, due to which total fertility is low. So literacy rates in Kerala, total fertility is 1.2, whereas these are okay, literacy rate. Cultural factors. So patriarchal polygynous increasing the fertility, joint families. You can see that belief. So belief systems play a key role. Generally, in simple
Yes, sir.
societies or rural societies, they thought that children were given by God. So they don't go for the
Hmm.
abortions or termination of the pregnancies. Thereby, they don't use contraceptives, and whenever they got pregnancy, they produce the children without going for abortion. The beliefs or various religious
Yes,
beliefs are playing key role to decide the fertility rate in rural and simple societies. And not only that, another belief system. The sun is required to escape from the Punnamanara concept. There is a one concept, right? So the The
Yes, sir.
last funeral rite should be lit by a sun. For that reason, they wait for the sun. So multiple births,
Yes, sir.
sun. So these are all the belief system. So socio-cultural angle is very
Yes.
important. That we can include here also. Economic factor, total fertility low in high socio-economic classes, uh, high in people with low socio-economic status. When infant mortality is high, people tend to have more children in order to make up more loss of the children due to mortality. Okay. So next, so very important thing is, so these people see children as a security in old
Asset.
age.
Yes.
Security in old age. If more children are there, so anyone could take care of them if they reached into the old age. So children is seen as a security in old age, as a security rented. So these things. So this is the economic angle. So mortality and natality. Natality defined as number of live births, 100 million population. Mortal defined as number of deaths per 100 million population. Mortal not also affected by many factors. So biological factors, age of the mother, age of the mother, order of the birth, underweight of babies, uh, preterm birth. What is this? Preterm. Okay, preterm birth. Social
Preterm.
nutritional level, access to healthcare, immunization, availability of sanitation, drinking water, etc. That is it. So theory of demographic transition. Theories of demography. So cultural theories or behavioral related theories, socio-economic theories, biological theories. Okay. So cultural theories, Malthusian theory. How it became cultural theory, Malthusian one? The culture we discussed about. This is biological theory, food and
Yes, sir.
fertility nexus. Food, sex, fertility nexus. That is the theory. So it's not the cultural theory. It comes under biological theory only. So the theory is given Thomas Robert Malthus in his essay on population, its effect and further. So mankind, according to this theory, the population. So here he said that there is a, you know, when I want to know, the passionate between opposite gender for sex is the reason for
Yes,
abnormal increasing, that is geometrically increasing of population. So he talked about
yes, sir.
the passionate behavior of the sex between male and female. And so the food grains availability decides the kind of population growth. These are all the two assumptions.
Mm.
First assumption is the subsistency pattern decides the population growth. Second assumption is that sexual patterns are the passionate sexual behavior is same historically in human beings. Since origin to the present, they have so passionate behavior for the sex. So in this
Yes, sir.
region, he concluded that population grow in geometric progress, food group production gains in arithmetic, positive sex. So when their ecosystem reached the beyond the carrying capacity, nature operates positive sex. So humans also voluntarily goes for the preventive checks. Okay, Robert Audrey theory. According to this theory, many primitive societies, including some animal species, follow the population control. So to avert food crisis. Cholanaikan of Tamil Nadu use verbal perception. Okay. So next, socio-economic theories. Protein consumption theory. Protein consumption theory given by D. Castro. So less protein consumption, fat degeneration of the liver. Okay. Increasing the fertility. Weak liver cannot neutralize the estrogen. Okay, increasing the fertility. So diet theory. Double diet. So this theory, right theory, scarcity increasing the fertility, whereas plenty reduces the degeneration theory. Okay. So Herbert Spencer, fertility decreases as complex state of life increases. Lower forms of the life have higher genesis fertility, but very less individualization, whereas high level forms have low genesis, high fertility. Okay, when society evolves, people have no interest to produce more children.
Hmm.
So, so a homogeneous society to heterogeneous society. Homogeneous is nothing but lower forms of the biological life. Heterogeneous life is the complex forms of the biological life. He compared with the two categories. So
Yes, sir.
biological theories, theory of Pearl and Reed, according to them, as population density increases, there is a decreasing in the fertility rate, causing a plateau. So they gave a sigmoid shape curve.
Yes, sir.
So theory of Sadler's, according to him, fertility rate increases with hard work and privacy.
Privation.
Privacy.
Yes.
Okay. Density. This is density of population. So when density of population increases, less privacy, and less privacy means less number of fertility. Industrial, there is an
Yes,
increasing
sir.
in the hard work and increasing in the intellectualization, causing decreasing in fertility. So Sadler gave density of population. So
Hmm.
density of population. So economic theory, there are so many theories are there. So So economic theory, these are all not economic theories. So economic
Yes.
theories are nothing but Karl Marx theory.
Ah.
So second one is social capillary theory. Social capillary theory. Next, source of children's are source of pleasure and cost. Third one, rational choice. Theory of rational choice. So these are all the theories actually you have to write. These
Yes,
are all
sir.
economic, socio-economic theories. So you wrote all the theories, but those subheadings were different. So I will share you that no, image. So which
See, yes, sir.
classification of the theories? So biological theories,
Yes, sir.
so social theories, as well as economic theories.
Yes, sir. అది టీనార్స్ లో నేమ్స్ వేరే పెట్టి ఇచ్చాడు సార్. బిహేవియర్ రిలేటెడ్ థియరీస్, ఫుడ్ ఫర్టిలిటీ నెక్సస్ థియరీస్ అని ఇచ్చాడు. ఇట్లా కల్చరల్,
ఎక్కడ
ఎకనామిక్ అని
పీనాట్ లోనా?
మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు. దానివల్ల టీనార్లు సార్.
Peenat is not valid source.
ఎస్ సార్.
Not the peanut.
అంటే దాంట్లో కల్చరల్, సోషియో ఎకనామిక్ వర్డ్స్ అసలు మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు సార్ థియరీ నేమ్స్ లో. సో నేను ఏది దేని కిందకి వస్తుందో అర్థం కాలేదు.
అదే నువ్వు మళ్ళీ నీ ఓన్ నోట్స్ రాసావు. యాక్చువల్లీ అది యూనివర్సల్ సోర్స్ బాగుంది మన దగ్గర, మన వెబ్సైట్ లో కూడా బాగుండేది.
ఎస్
సో
సార్.
నీకు టైం ఉంటే కనుక నేను ఎప్పుడు మన దగ్గర సో బయలాజికల్ థియరీస్ ఆఫ్ ఫర్టిలిటీ రాసుకుంటే కనుక ఇప్పుడు చదివి సరిగ్గా డ్రింక్స్ పెట్టలేకపోతే మళ్ళీ అక్కడ దొరుకుతాం. సో బయలాజికల్ థియరీస్
ఎస్ సార్.
డెన్సిటీ ప్రిన్సిపల్. బయలాజికల్ థియరీస్ వచ్చేసి డెన్సిటీ ప్రిన్సిపల్. ఎవరు ఇచ్చినారు ఇది?
కాల్
ఇప్పుడే చూసిన కదా మన లాస్ట్ లో డెన్సిటీ
లాస్ట్ లో సాడ్లర్.
డెన్సిటీ థియరీ ఒకటి. డెన్సిటీ థియరీ ఇస్ గివెన్ బై సాడ్లర్. సాడ్లర్ థియరీ ఆఫ్ డెన్సిటీ ప్రిన్సిపల్. నెక్స్ట్ డైట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ప్రొపౌండ్ బై డబుల్ డే. డైట్ ప్రిన్సిపల్
డబుల్ డే.
ఇది బయలాజికల్ థియరీ. థర్డ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి హెర్బర్ట్ స్పెన్సర్ థియరీ. ఈ కంపేర్డ్ బయలాజికల్ ఎవల్యూషన్ విత్ సోషల్ ఎవల్యూషన్.
ఎస్ సార్.
హెర్బర్ట్ స్పెన్సర్స్. సో ఫోర్త్ వన్ వచ్చేసి డి క్యాస్ట్రో. యూ కెన్ రైట్ డి క్యాస్ట్రో
ప్రోటీన్.
ప్రోటీన్. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ ద బయలాజికల్ థియరీస్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి సోషల్ థియరీ వచ్చేసి సో ఎకనామిక్ థీరీస్ లో రాసుకుంటే కనుక లైబస్టైన్ థియరీ అని అనుకుంటున్నాం. అది వేరే డయాగ్రామ్లో clarity of చాలా రోజులుగా బయాలజీ ఆంథ్రోపాలజీ.
అదే
సో ఎకనామిక్ సోషల్ థీరీస్ ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్. సో సోషల్ థీరీస్ ఆఫ్ పాపులేషన్ కనుక థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఈ సోషల్ థీరీస్ వస్తే కనుక సోషల్ క్యాపిలారిటీ అంటే స్ట్రాటిఫికేషన్ లో కింద నుంచి పైకి వెళ్ళాలంటే కనుక పాపులేషన్ ఫ్యామిలీ సైజ్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే పాసిబుల్ అవ్వదు. అంటే లో క్లాస్ నుంచి మిడిల్ క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళాలి, మిడిల్ క్లాస్ నుంచి రిచ్ క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళాలి. ఫ్యామిలీలో 20 మంది ఉన్నారు, పోషించడానికి ఖర్చు అయిపోద్ది, వాడు క్లాస్ చేంజ్ అవ్వలేదు. అంటే సోషల్ స్ట్రాటిఫికేషన్ ఉన్న దగ్గర వేర్ ఎవర్ మొబిలిటీ ఈజ్ పాసిబుల్, అక్కడ దే రెడ్యూస్ ద ఫ్యామిలీ సైజ్ టు చేంజ్ దేర్ స్టేటస్ ఫ్రమ్ లోయర్ టు అప్పర్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ సోషల్ క్యాపిలారిటీ. నెక్స్ట్ థియరీ ఆఫ్ వాలంటరిజం. సో థియరీ ఆఫ్ వాలంటరిజం ఒకటి, థియరీ ఆఫ్ ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ప్రాస్పారిటీ అండ్ ప్లీజర్ ఒకటి, థియరీ ఆఫ్ రేషనలిజం. ఇవన్నీ సోషల్ థియరీస్ లో రాసేసారు. సో బయాలజికల్ థియరీస్, సోషల్ థియరీస్, సో ఈ రెండు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. కల్చరల్ ఎకనామిక్ థియరీస్ అంటే ఇది కార్ల్ మార్క్స్ రాస్తాం. కార్ల్ మార్క్స్ ఒకటి, దాని తర్వాత వచ్చేసి ఇంకా చాలా వచ్చింది. సో థియరీ ఆఫ్ డిఫ్యూజన్ ఆఫ్ కల్చరల్ థియరీస్ ఒకటి రాసుకున్నా. కల్చరల్ థియరీస్ కింద ఏం రాసుకుంటే థియరీ ఆఫ్ డిఫ్యూజన్ ఆర్ కల్చరల్ ల్యాగ్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు అర్బన్ ఏరియాలో పాపులేషన్ తగ్గించుకుంటా ఉంటాం, దాని నుంచి అర్బన్ పక్కన ఉన్న ఏరియాస్, దాని నుంచి రూరల్ ఏరియాస్, ఇలా కాంట్రాసెప్టివ్స్ వాడటం అయినా తక్కువ మంది ఉంటే బెటర్ క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ వచ్చింది అనేది ఫస్ట్ ఆరిజిన్ అనేది అర్బన్ ఏరియాస్. ఆ అర్బన్ ఏరియాస్ నుంచి నైబరింగ్ ఏరియా డిఫ్యూజ్ అయింది, నైబరింగ్ ఏరియాస్ నుంచి రూరల్ ఏరియా. ఇలా కల్చరల్ ల్యాగ్, థియరీ ఆఫ్ డిఫ్యూజన్, వీటి వల్ల కూడా మనకి ఫర్టిలిటీ రెడ్యూస్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ థియరీ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్స్. కల్చరల్ చేంజ్, థియరీ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్స్. సో చేంజ్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో ఇక్కడ కాంట్రాసెప్టివ్స్ వచ్చింది, అది చేంజ్, దానికి రెస్పాన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? లోయర్ ఫర్టిలిటీ. సో లైఫ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెన్సీ పెరిగింది, లైఫ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెన్సీ మెడికల్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ రావడం వల్ల లైఫ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెన్సీ పెరగడం వల్ల దానికి రెస్పాన్స్ అంటే సో ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ద మ్యారేజ్ ఏజ్. థర్డ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి పాపులేషన్ పెరగడం వల్ల రూరల్ ఏరియాలో ప్రెషర్ ఆన్ ద ల్యాండ్ వచ్చింది, దానివల్ల పాపులేషన్ మైగ్రేట్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేదంటే రెడ్యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అంటే ఇక్కడ కాంట్రాసెప్టివ్స్ ఈజ్ ఏ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ద కల్చర్, యూసేజ్ ఆఫ్ కాంట్రాసెప్టివ్స్, రెస్పాన్స్ లోయర్ ఫర్టిలిటీ. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి ఇంక్రీజ్